Hey everyone, it's Tripl-L and today let's keep it simple. Let's talk Class 1B and talk about their quirks. We'll start with the ones we have some sense of and then go into the ones we only have the names for. We'll talk about what the quirks do or what they could possibly do given the name. All for your reference. So here are the students we have a good sense of. Yosetsu Awase. Quirk is weld. It lets him bind two objects on an atomic level, so pretty much if he has a tennis ball, he could pretty much weld it to your body. And there you go, you now have a tennis ball bulging from your body. The quirk would probably be great at a construction site. We will see this quirk in Season 3 in action. Itsuka Kendo. Quirk is large fist. She can grow her hands into a giant size. We've seen it, it's a hard combat quirk. Ibara Shiozaki, we've seen her. She has vines for hair that she can manipulate and apparently launch with so much force she can break cement flooring. Kosei Subaraba, quirk is solid air. We've seen it. Air he projects from lungs can be made solid. Tetsu, it's Tetsu, can turn his body into steel. Straightforward. Juzo Honenuki, we certainly saw this kid do stuff. He can make things soft. His quirk is softness. We've seen him use it on the ground and make people sink into it. Kojiro Bondo, Cementine is the quirk, lets him produce a glue type substance from his head, specifically the holes on his head. It's a clear emitter. Nato Monoma, his quirk is copycat, can copy quirks after touching the user, has shown can copy multiple quirks and use them but cannot use two quirks at once. Now ones from the databook and ones that will be more fun to speculate about. Sen Kaibara, quirk is swiveling. Swivel means to turn around on a point, kinda like how office chairs do. So for this guy, it seems like a combat quirk that probably involves spinning. Maybe an upright Hitmontop. Togaro Kamakiri. First, let's acknowledge this guy has a sick look. Quirk is Sharp Blade, that's all we know, but since we know the author likes to play word games with character names, this guy's name has the kanji for scythe, and then Kamakiri can mean praying mantis in certain cases, so this guy can probably turn his arms into blades, kinda like Scyther. Shirai Kurohiro, I think this guy's look is also pretty interesting. Quirk is black, that's it. Seeing how there's black substance covering his body, I would say maybe he produces black substance that can cover objects or people. The next question is whether he can just launch it at people or if he has to touch someone to get the effect going. Yui Kodai, quirk is size. Given that her name has kanji for big and small, she can probably adjust sizes between big and small. We've also seen her riding on this guy's back. She looks tiny, right? Kinoko Koumori, quirk is mushroom. Looking at that haircut, who would have guessed? The easiest guess is that she can produce mushrooms. Maybe even toxic mushies. That'd be cool. Jurota Shishira, quirk is beast. It's simple. He has his physical abilities augmented to those of a beast. Hey, maybe he's inspired by Beast from X-Men. Nirengeki Shoda, quirk is twin impact. The author thought that he was a genius when he came up with this name, so given that the full name means palm strike and two-hit combo, it most likely means this kid has a striking style reminiscent of something you see in Naruto, and then most likely when he strikes you once, there's a second force blow produced that can launch you, thus making two impacts. Given that we know he likes boxing, and given that he was agreeing with Ojiro when it came to whether or not they deserve to proceed in the next round of the sports festival, we can assume that he has a martial artist mindset to strengthen the odds his quirk revolves around hand-to-hand combat. That said, given facial expressions, this kid probably has a character arc similar to Mineta with a bigger focus on his self-esteem. Total guesswork though. Pony Tsunotori, quirk is horn cannon. Okay, note, this girl has pony-like qualities. Those pony-like qualities are not exactly quickly referenced in the name horn cannon, so let's assume it's a secondary mutation like Tokoyami's bird face. Anyway, horn cannon clearly refers to the horns on her head. Question is, what does the cannon bit mean? Is it a cannon in terms of force? Does Pony run at people at high speeds, or does she launch them from her head like a cannonball? Her name has kanji for fetch, so if her horns are actually detachable, that makes sense. She has to go and pick up her horns after using them. Setsuna Tokage, quirk is autonomy. Okay, get ready for a weird one. Autonomy refers to when something discards a part of the body to get away. Sure enough, Setsuna's name refers to that as well. So, seeing that this girl is still whole, most likely she can disconnect body parts and then grow them back or just flat out reattach them. If she can detach her head, then well, that's pretty much means for information recon. Oh man, what if she can disconnect her eyeballs? That would be so gross. Manga Fukidashi. Quirk is comic. First, he has a secondary characteristic. He can only express himself with his thought bubble type head. As for what he can do, maybe he makes speech bubbles or attacks people with comic sound effects, like the JoJo character. Reiko Yanagi. Quirk is Poltergeist. Now, Poltergeist is a supernatural phenomena when objects get flinged around and where sensory information can be produced, such as strange smells. It's tied to ghosts. That said, if it was simply throwing things, it'd be telekinesis. Given that the girl has ghost or zombie type posture, she can probably do ghost stuff like go transparent, walk through walls and throw stuff. Her quirk would pretty much be, I can become a ghost. And finally, Hiryu Rin. His quirk is scales. Can form scales on his body. I assume they are dragon scales, because you know, could be a thing. That one's pretty simple though. Anyway, that's it. That's all of them. That's all the ones we got. Very quick video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that tells you what these kids can do. Again, the ones from the data book, we only have the names for them. Everyone else who was mentioned before that, we've seen them in action enough that we don't have to really speculate what their quirk can do. Guys, let me know what you thought down below. Let me know which one of these quirks you think is the coolest. And yeah, let's leave it there. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Have a great day.